Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Sports Banter. I'm Z, he's B, and today, let's talk about Liverpool, Chelsea, Liverpool 2, Chelsea 1 at Anfield. As you guys can probably tell from my tone, it was a little tough to swallow. I always want to see us win. Obviously, I think we all do. So not getting the result, being so close in certain moments of the game is why the mood is like this. But let's get into it. How you feeling,
Man,
Big B?
tough game. Unfortunate. I feel like we could jump into it. It was just like I feel like we deserved more than we got a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't.
Yeah,
A loss was a little harsh.
a little,
A
right?
little bit harsh. I would have took a
Yeah,
draw. I think a draw would have been a fair result.
I think so
Even
too.
though I think we're a little bit better than them, but man, Liverpool, they're so dangerous in when they got
Clinical.
space. And they're clinical, man. My goodness.
Before we get into any of that, let's talk about the lineup first.
Yeah, new
Any
lineup.
thoughts on the lineup, real quick?
Yeah. Come on, man. Reece James was back.
Ooh,
Very big surprise to see him in the lineup. You
got my
know,
prediction wrong. See, I'll be the first one to raise my hand. I thought he doesn't play. I didn't even think he would come on.
yeah.
I thought he wouldn't
But
play.
apparently he's been playing for like 2 weeks in training.
So
He looks
I
he. We could even speak on Reece
lean,
right now. He looks so comfortable.
lean.
Like he looks lean. He looks comfortable. You wouldn't think he's been gone for this long.
Yeah, no,
Like
definitely.
even in possession, he was finding the open man all the time. I was praying nothing bad happened to him because he was making sprints all game.
Absolutely,
Catching up to Gakpo
definitely.
and Nunez and Jota and all them. But man, him and then Lavia was
Lavia's
back
back
as well.
too. Yes, sir.
What do you think about Lavia, man?
Man, smooth
Happy to see
silk,
him
man.
back.
Smooth silk, man.
Yeah,
He a smooth operator, man.
he's good.
Very happy to see him back. I was shocked that Enzo didn't start Lavia,
Mm,
Caicedo, and Enzo
yeah.
like he did against City because he mentioned that was his favorite game because he got to use all three of them. So I was a little surprised that he didn't start all three of them here. Um, but overall, very happy though that Lavia
Yeah.
is back.
It was
And then Gusto on the left side, very
yeah,
strange.
Gusto on the left was interesting. I didn't expect that, to be honest. I didn't expect
Me,
Reese to play. That's why.
yeah,
But honestly, I wasn't mad at it. I didn't think Gusto wasn't like amazing, but I don't think he was bad. Like he had a
yeah,
couple on offense. He's had like a couple bad crosses, like I think one or
man. I don't
two.
know what's on with his crosses this
Yeah,
season.
but to be
I
fair to him, it
hard,
was on his left foot too.
hundred
It's a
percent,
little bit harder.
100%.
But I really think Cucurella would have helped us out a lot today.
Yeah, this is his type
Yeah.
of game.
But let's start from the beginning, bro. We
We
start.
start.
It's a busy first half. I don't know how do
I
you think
think
we
so.
played in the
I
start.
thought I thought we held possession, which I
Yeah.
was surprised by. Playing away,
hmm
typically the home team gets control of possession,
hmm
especially the Liverpool side. They are high pressing. They force turnovers. I thought Caicedo and Lavia were really great in keeping control of the ball, keeping their poise, and
Yeah.
finding those outlets. I didn't see, any mistakes that come to mind right now where I felt like, hey, man, that was the wrong turn. That was the wrong
Mm.
move. I thought they were very poised. And so I was shocked because I looked at the possession and at one point it was like 60-30.
Yeah, bro. I think that's something we'll
That was
see
very
this.
interesting.
I think that's something we'll see with Maresca though. Like because
Possession based.
yeah, possession based because it was Liverpool kind of played. They usually press like demons, like versus United,
Yeah.
versus they had a couple games this year where they just press. But it
A
was
hun-
interesting because I think with Lavia and I think Maresca played it well with Lavia and Caicedo because they're especially Lavia press resistant, bro. Like he takes the ball
Like
a little hezzy and we're
exactly.
through. So
Smooth.
that happened a couple times, and then Caicedo was brilliant as well in that in both halves really.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I mean I don't got much else to say about that, man.
No, 100%. 100%. I also thought Nani was very bright
Mm,
on the right hand side. He was taking his man on, he was creating chances.
yeah,
His passes were on time. I didn't see anything selfish from him.
he was
Uh,
probably our best attacker.
Yeah, I think that first half he was very,
Yeah.
very solid. Sancho was all right, but I think it was a little difficult for him to get going. Uh, but
It was
Nani,
tough for him, bro, because he had to guard
yeah,
Trent too. I think people don't realize
exactly.
he was almost man marking Trent on defense. You
Yeah,
know, which Trent didn't do much. So I
exactly.
realized Sancho though he gets tired quick. Like he gets tired,
Still
man.
getting his feet under him, man. And
Yeah,
then, uh, and then defensively, we saw Tossin fill in for the suspended Fofana on yellow
yeah,
card accumulation.
yeah.
Man, I know that's your guy, B, but man,
It was interesting. It was early on. He gave away that yellow card where
yeah,
I don't know.
John,
It's tough, bro. Like I don't think our center backs are the best to deal with Liverpool, to be honest. Because I'll tell you what, man, we don't have fast center backs. Maybe except Fofana. But
Fofana.
Levi's not the fastest. Tosin's not the fastest.
Mm-mm.
Badishil and Disasi aren't the fastest.
Yeah, and we'll get to Badashili, one of
Yeah,
our
man.
duos of the Vibe Squad. Big things to talk about him in the second half. But we saw you spoke of Colwell, man, and we saw him get in positions or
First
actually
goal.
put himself in positions that really did not favor him.
Because
And
the
we saw,
space, though, we talk about the space in behind.
yeah,
It wasn't. He was almost playing like a left back, left back
yeah,
kind of vibe, and he was drifting out like for that first goal. Before how there was two penalty shots that they had. The first penalty
yeah.
shot when he was playing left back almost, he was all the way at the line with Salah, and man, Salah, doing his
And
thing.
look, definitely hindsight's 2020. But do you think it would have made sense to have James invert and bring back Augusto?
So James on the left.
No, no, James stays on the right, but he's inverting from
Oh,
the
okay,
right.
okay, and
This
and and,
way,
and
this
hold
way, this way,
Gusto
Gusto
back.
can show more support
Maybe,
for Salah and
maybe.
Caldwell.
Maybe I'm not sure, bro. I wish I was a
Yeah,
manager, man.
yeah, that's something we can debate off air. But we talked about it. The penalty, the first one wasn't a penalty. The ref made the correct decision. The second one, I felt was a
Yeah,
penalty.
yeah,
There was a little whiffle of the ball. He was unfortunate to be in that situation, but again, bad positioning
yeah.
leads to those
I
mistakes. And
wasn't.
I just,
I didn't think it was 100% a pen, but I'm not mad at it. Like it's not
yeah,
a bad
and
call.
then Salah buries it.
Yeah,
No
Salah
question about
buries
it.
it, and
Sanchez
then
goes the other way.
yeah, man. And Anfield's a tough place, bro. Honestly,
Yeah,
like before we even get to the rest of the game, did we expect to win at Anfield? We hope, but
definitely.
I'm not. I'm not like. I don't know. Like I don't feel like we like some Chelsea fans are like, man, we should win every game, man. Like we're supposed to win every. I don't know. If you, it's a tough one, man. Like I'm not super. Like I'm grateful that we're this competitive with them. Like
Yeah.
in terms of the progress we're making, it's good.
No, no, no. Definitely understandable. Definitely understandable.
You know.
I
Yeah.
think the half ended
Yeah.
1-0. Jackson really didn't have much space to operate in that first half. It's always
Yeah.
tough for Jackson to, due to his style of play, when he's coming up against, trees of center backs, for him to really get any wiggle room.
Yeah.
But once again, second half starts. Neto comes in for Sancho.
Yeah.
Maresca, we talked about this. Chelsea after the half is something
That's
magnificent.
true.
It's something we
You've
were
been
missing.
mentioning that.
And right on cue, Caicedo with a nice slip pass.
Yeah.
Jackson finally gets some space and buries it
Yeah.
with all the
Were you
poise and
happy to
confidence
see
in the world.
what do you say?
With all the confidence and poise in the world, he
Yeah.
buries it.
Yeah, give my man his flowers, bro. Scoring
Shout
a
out to
goal
Nico.
at Anfield away.
Shout out
You
to
know what I'm
Nico, man.
saying? Good,
Wasn't an easy
great
goal.
run, great pass, and he was strong with it too. He took
Exactly.
2 3 dribbles. And I was just it looked onside for sure. I thought.
Oh,
Like I don't know. That was a great goal. I'm very pleased with Jackson and to mention Neto as well. I think that was a great sub that you mentioned as well for Maresca in the beginning of the
yeah.
half. I'm happy he makes those quick. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? Like if it's
man.
not work, because Sancho, he I feel like he could have gave us more. But I'm happy with that. Goal was great. About a minute later.
We didn't even have time to settle in our seat, man. We were still celebrating.
I was on this high. Ooh, yeah, man.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Someone in our group texted, shout out to Captain. He said, let's keep our composure, or, let's keep the ball now. Let's play possession based. Let's be more
Yep,
methodical. And
yep.
look what happens, man.
Bro,
A
we
minute
we
late.
gotta lock in, man. That was a bad goal to concede.
What, like, guys, man, and
That was a
just
bad goal to concede.
the pass from Salah was phenomenal. But again, man, center backs
But we
with
gotta
the
track runners, man.
exactly no awareness, no
No awareness.
communication.
And then
And I
Reese,
don't know if,
Reese is trying to play him on offside. Like it was
oh
just bad.
man,
Not even blaming on Reese or anyone, but like we just someone's got to organize that. You know what I'm saying? One of our center
exactly.
backs or one of our someone's got to talk.
And that one hurt. That one hurt because you just scored. Now you think
Yeah,
you have the momentum, and then they stab you right away. And Maresca was going to make the substitutions regardless of
yeah,
if Liverpool scored or not. He brings on Enzo. He
yeah,
brings on Badashil.
yeah,
He brings on Viega.
yeah.
How did you think those three did?
Real quick though on that Liverpool goal, what did you think about Sanchez on that as well? I didn't. He could have came out earlier as well, man.
Yeah,
He could have been a little bit. He had a shaky game, bro. He
yeah,
had a
man.
shaky game,
Sanchez.
bro. And I'm not even like big on Sanchez out, but like he gives me a heart attack, bro.
He
you know,
teases you, man. He teases you.
you know that first half when he kicked it and they almost scored when he kicked it right to Nunez, I think.
Exactly,
Oh my
exactly.
days, bro. But anyways, the subs, bro. I was stressed. I ain't gonna lie. I seen Buddy
Three
Shield,
subs.
Enzo. Who's the other one?
Viega.
Viega, man. I wasn't. I was a little bit like, oh, this could get bad, Just
Me too. I said pray for us, man.
yeah,
Especially that is Shield coming on. But man, when you give criticism in a good way, constructive criticism, you
mm-hmm,
also have to give praise. You
mm-hmm.
have to be consistent.
That's true.
And that is Shield, man. I thought he was a
He played very
rock
well.
once he came on.
Yeah, he played
He
very
was
well.
very solid. He was having antics with Nunes, getting in his head.
Yep.
I almost felt he should have started
Mm.
instead of Austin. I really think him and
Yep.
Colwell had a very
And I
nice
like Cole more in that center
dynamic.
back.
Yeah, man, it
Yeah,
helped.
he's so
And
good.
Badashil
Yeah,
is good with those passes. He gives you more from that perspective, and he was very calm and collected on the
yeah.
ball, man.
He was,
Very,
man.
very
He
major
was.
props to Badashil, man.
Big shout out to Betty and Shield, man. Hey, that's
Big
plus
shout
one.
out,
Table
man.
4 to table 3 for Betty and
Hey,
Shield.
if y'all want to know what we're talking about, make sure you watch our previous video.
No, he was good, bro. Enzo played well, I thought too. He came in, he
Yeah,
strung some, and we got to do this more. That long ball
I like
is
I like
always
that
on,
from
and,
yeah,
and Enzo's passing range. That's something you can't, that's Enzo right there. He's always finding that switch. I thought he played great,
exactly.
but Vieja, he was a little bit shaky for me. Honestly, I
Yeah,
don't think he was playing like a CDM in like a diamond.
exactly.
He's not the most
Not
technically
much.
sound for me to be playing there.
Yeah.
You know?
No, no. 100%, 100%. And then we have to touch on Palmer. Quiet night.
Yeah, quiet
Um,
night. He didn't play
he
great.
had moments where he took shots in good positions.
Yeah,
I think we would have loved if he would have converted.
yeah.
Uh,
He had
but
Curtis
overall,
Jones
I
on him
felt
all game though too.
yeah, I felt Liverpool did a phenomenal
Hmm.
job planning for him and really isolating him
And that's
and
what we're
making
gonna see a lot this year, to be honest.
other guys have to step up, man.
Yeah,
Other
other
guys
guys
have to
got to
step up.
step up because like Palmer's gonna get excluded. He's sometimes they're gonna man mark him. So I didn't think it
Exactly.
was bad. And then we had one last. So I thought the game got kind of dry for a period as
I
well.
did too, man.
Yeah, I know we had
I did
one
too.
last sub.
And Kunku came in for
Kuku
Nani.
came on, played as a
Nani.
touchline winger.
You know what? In that instance, I would have loved to see Jackson take
Yes,
the wing and bring in Kunku in the middle. If you're gonna keep
yeah,
Jackson on, do not. I don't understand
or at least
Nkunku.
play like 4-4-2, having Kuku play like a second striker.
Exactly. Change it up,
Because
but
man,
having
and
Kunku on,
Kuku on the touchline wing is a disaster.
no, exactly.
We saw City first game too, right?
Yeah, it's not his position,
Yeah,
man. He's so technically sound. He needs to be in those tight areas. Don't put
yeah,
him out on the wing. Put him in the tight areas where he has defenders, and then with his quick feet,
hmm
he can find space to create
hmm
for others, for himself, to take on the shot. So that's one knock that I felt, man. I did not like seeing him
Hmm.
on the wing at
Yeah,
all.
it was. Yeah, I would have loved to see Mudrick this game, man. I forgot to bring
What
that up.
was he hurt or just
I
not in the
just think he
squad?
wasn't in the squad. We got talent, bro. Especially with Reese and
Wow.
Lavia back. It's tough to
Yeah,
make. Hey, it's tough to make the squad these days. But I thought
man.
it was interesting because with Reese and Lavia, they were both going to come off regardless.
Exactly.
Enzo Maresca said so. Like he had to fit um, Enzo and what's his name Buddy Sheila. Yeah. So there had to be bench spots, and I think Mudrik was just unlucky. But he would have
Yeah.
offered a lot, man. I feel like you
Yeah,
know.
man, that speed we needed it, man. I don't think any of our wingers caused, maybe not in the first half, really made the fullbacks
Yeah,
nervous. We needed the speed, man. Looking ahead, man, it is a loss at Anfield. It is disappointing. We had the chance to go ahead of Arsenal
yeah.
in the standings. Um, what are your thoughts, man? How do we bounce back from this?
It's not a bad. It's all right, man. We lost. Good performance. On to the next. You know, I think at this stage in our development, we're still pretty young in our development. Um, you know, we've been. This is what our eighth game, seventh game in the league with our
Yeah,
new coach. So
exactly.
like, you know, man, I'm not. It's Liverpool away. Top. They're top of the league for a reason. We're at
Yeah,
It's not an
we
easy
saw
game.
that.
It's not an easy
They're
game.
very seasoned. It's a
Yeah,
veteran
it's a
team.
veteran team
Chelsea's
too, bro. Like
Chelsea
you would
is
say,
young
oh, Arnold Slot, new manager, but these guys have been playing together. They didn't really
for
pick up
years.
anyone in the
Yeah,
offseason as well. So like, it was really the same squad for years. So I'm not mad at the club, you know. And then who do we play next week? Is it Newcastle?
yeah, I think
And
so. Let's
we
see.
got the Greek team. This
Yeah, midweek,
yeah,
and
on
then we have
Thursday.
Newcastle Sunday.
So it's stuff to look forward to. I think that Newcastle game is big for us because I think we're shooting for fourth place. Hopefully, third.
Exactly.
I think
No,
Newcastle's in the battle with us. Brighton, Aston Villa, you know, United maybe, but not really. But you know, I think this will be a more important game for us in the pool.
I agree. I agree, man. It's positives. We saw a lot of good things from that game. I thought Chelsea overall they played well.
Yeah,
They held possession. There was a lot of positives to take away from the
yeah,
game. It's just again, the result is what matters at the end of the
yeah,
day, and we just couldn't get it done. But hopefully, this is a learning moment for the team. You pick up experience as
yeah.
you play these games, especially for a young team. And man, looking ahead, great things await us,
Good
inshallah.
things, man. Inshallah. You got anything else, or that might be
Nah,
it for
nothing
the
else.
day?
Nothing else, man. Appreciate everyone for tuning in. Thank you guys for your engagement. Keep it up. Let us know what you think of today's video. Any questions, anything we missed on.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and hopefully, we'll be back in the win column very soon.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate you guys, man.
Take
All
care,
right.
everybody.
Take care.
Peace.